So if you're like me and you are hyped, and I mean hyped, for the new Power Rangers Boom Comics, like 25th anniversary, they are doing something so amazing. Oh, I can't contain my excitement. So if you've not seen, IGN and then also now Power Rangers now have put up images from the new events. So issue 9, we get a brand new Ranger, a Ranger that has been just created for this entire event. And I do have some theories, which we're going to be talking about in another video. So far we've seen just this image of this new Ranger just standing there with explosions happening. And then in this next issue, we have the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, and then we have Lauren from Power Ranger Samurai, and then Dr. K, and they're all fighting grinders. Well, apart from Dr. K, who looks like she's trying to get back. But oh dear God, it looks so cool. These images, I was just like, they have to be poster size. I really want them to be poster size because I would have them all over my room. And then there's one which I'm kind of like, oh, that's cool. But I kind of think that when looking at this, it's Finster 5. I kind of think that Lord Draken wanted a monster that is 100% loyal to him. Now, we've seen previously in another issue where Finster says, I'm loyal to Rita only. So I think that Draken got all the pieces of Alpha 5, like put them onto Finster, and then is controlling Finster. So that, I think that is a possibility that that's going to come along. If not, Finster 5 just looks really kind of weird. It's just like a normal sketch, but when looking at it, it's obviously he's got the helmet on, he's got the backpack. It just looks kind of weird. So I'm kind of looking on here, it's just, it just looks awesome. I'm really looking kind of forward to it. Then we've had some other stuff like the Zeo Green like Sentry Bot, which I think someone pointed out on Twitter, and I agree with it. It generally looks like one of those action figures, like Spider-Man's got a car. It's not even used, and oh, just looking at it, I just really like the design of it, because it actually looks, when properly looking at him, boom, it's formed around him, and so he's not kind of like sat in it. It's kind of all around him, so he can move which way he wants to. And then it looks like it's got like quite a few ones. I think it's like it looks like it can have multiple hands, so it's either got gripping hands, it's got like a rail gun, and then it's got a machine gun, or like, yeah, a minigun. I think, oh, it just looks really, really cool. I'm not a big fan of Kevin in Samurai, but I think the kind of the Samurai Centurion, Centaurian, whatever it is, I think it looks really, really cool. And oh, it just looks like he will really mess people up. So one kind of thing I noticed on Twitter from Taco Chris, he actually brought up a thing, and I'm actually kind of digging it if it is. So we've seen in the other issues of Power Rangers where Lord Draken has got his army of like Red Ranger, like Red Sentry, and then also you had the one with the Black Ranger who was just going after the Billy and Tommy, and you had quite a few of them after it's been kind of looked at. I kind of think I agree with Chris on this one. I actually think that when Lord Draken defeats them, he takes their powers and then makes them into it like a bad guy, the Sentry, and then that's it. And I think that these are the kind of the next results that we see. If that is the case, oh dear God, that is amazing. But going back to like the image, like, so when we look at this new Ranger, I kind of really like it because it looks a little bit like it could be Mystic Force, but it also, the helmet looks a little bit like RPM, like Silver, a tiny bit. But because that's coming in issue 9 of Go-Go Power Rangers, I think this is going to be just an epic battle, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Believe me, if there are so many variants, I am collecting as many as I can. I'm just really kind of excited. Like, I've got lots of theories and lots of videos coming out about this, hopefully when I get time to write them all. But I really like the kind of the Corinth one, with Jason, and then obviously you've got Lauren, and there's loads of grinders, and then obviously Dr. K. And then when you look at Dr. K, she's either trying to kick him away, or maybe when we see him, Corin is under attack, and then all of a sudden Dr. K hasn't got the RPM Rangers, and she's about to get attacked by them all, and suddenly they just jump in and just, oh. But it will also kind of show something, because if the comic books are going to go with the canon, we know that grinders are special metal, and only RPM Rangers, when they hit them, obviously their weapons more designed for it. So it'd be really kind of cool to see if anything's going to happen about this, or if it's just comic book work. But, so let's actually jump in and see what has been said officially. Ryan Parrott has said this to IGN, and this was the following statement. It's a new Ranger with a familiar face. They will arrive in a way that allows for every personal relationship with all the Rangers. With the first 8 issues of Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers, I've been trying to do very small character-based stories, as I wanted to make sure that for Shattered Grid, bringing in this new Ranger wouldn't just mean I would have to sidestep all the storylines that I've been building. What was great was when we came up with who they are, they could be brought in a way that actually propelled the personal stories in a way that actually made them better. So he's a writer for Go-Go Power Rangers, or Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers. Now, continuing on with the story on Power Rangers now, some Rangers have already theorized that with the new Ranger, yet still familiar face, could be Dr. K, the sassy but brilliant mentor of the Power Rangers RPM, who accidentally launched a world-destroying computer virus on Earth. Fans can see the new Ranger and Dr. K in the main covers for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 27 and Saban's Power Rangers issue 9. Both are part of the Power Rangers Shattered Grid event. Grimm Studios' fun doesn't stop there. Power Rangers Shattered Grid will also include Finster 5, a brand new villain who will aid Lord Drakkon in the quest to defeat the Power Rangers. Finster 5 is a cyborg version of Finster, Rita Repulsa's original right-hand aide. After going through some traumatic life events, Finster was rebuilt by Lord Drakkon using recycled parts from Alpha 5 to create a brand new evildoer. Kyle Higgins says this: I pitched the idea that Lord Drakkon's right-hand man would be Finster, who had clearly been through some life events. Because he's augmented with the parts from Alpha 5, so he's called Finster 5, and basically a cyborg version of Finster. And the backstory there of how that melding happened was a lot of fun to build out. It gives Danielle something really interesting and unique design. So it continues. Saban's Power Rangers has an incredible 25-year history that we can use as a foundation when creating new content like our comic book series with Boom Studios, but we always strive to build upon the core mythology and bring fans something new that they've never seen before. For this Shattered Grid event, we are celebrating the brand's 25th anniversary with an epic storyline and mainly compelling characters. To do this, Saban Brands worked in lockstep with Boom Studios and our talented writers and artists to bring to life the modern, sinister Ranger character whom our fans definitely won't want to miss. So with this entire event, I am generally really excited about it, mainly because the storylines have been really epic. Now, I have noticed that in the previous Power Ranger comics, the ones from Boom, is that it's slightly dipped a bit, but I'm guessing that they're kind of leading up to this huge big story, which they are, which absolutely looks phenomenal, or more phenomenal, as I'm going to say. I don't really use that word that much. With this event, I'm generally really looking forward to it, and I know it's going to be torture, because when that issue hits, boom, I'm going to be like, I need more, and I can't wait. Oh, it's just going to be so good. Oh, dear God, I'm just so excited about it. So Rangers, what are your thoughts on this? Are you excited for Shattered Grid? I'm going to link all the articles down below in the comments, so if you want to read up about it and you want to go over it, then go for it. But yeah, I am 100% on board with this. And again, I really wish Boom would bring out the like proper life-size posters like this, because I would collect them. I would wholeheartedly just put them all over everywhere that I could, and I'd get them framed because I think they would look absolutely stunning as frames. And I'm, to be honest, if they bring out size like this or like this, again, I'm going to be getting 1 or 2 of them and slapping them in frames because they generally look really cool. If you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the other videos on the channel. If you want to help the channel out on Patreon, link is in the description down below. And as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.